All right, welcome everybody. We're gonna give it another 60 seconds here. Great to see everybody joining us today. Super excited about the official launch of the d.ai.sy app. Guys, without a doubt, the best marketing tool and system that the industry has ever seen. And we know this is just gonna put your d.ai.sy business on steroids and really accelerate the momentum. So we're excited. Today, you're gonna get to see exactly how the app works live for the first time ever. And we're really excited. I tell you what, while people are joining, let me, I'm going to take over the screen share real quick, Mike. And hold on, let me get it ready. Let me get it queued up. I'm going to play for you guys the brand new 3-minute video. We played it yesterday in the announcement webinar, but I'm gonna put this out one more time. Let me just.
Getting text messages from old friends in the line there, Jeremy.
Oh, that's cool.
not as old a friend as you and I, but old friends. It's all relative, right?
I love it. All right, I want to pull my screen share up, guys. We're just going to demo, show you guys this updated new 3-minute video here real quick.
What if you could have the advantage of owning stock equity in the most disruptive financial technology companies before they go public, and at the same time earn ongoing profit-sharing rewards and income simply by becoming a part of a record-breaking crowdfunding platform? Profits, equity, and income. Welcome to d.ai.sy. d.ai.sy, which stands for Decentralized AI System, is a smart contract crowdfunding model that is truly breaking industry records. And with over 100,000 contributors and over 120 million in contributions in its first 30 days, d.ai.sy is positioned to be the fastest billion-dollar project of its kind. For as little as a 100 USDT contribution, d.ai.sy members have instant access to profits, equity, and income. And it is all done with 100% transparency on the blockchain. The first technology company that the d.ai.sy community is crowdfunding is Endotech, a brilliant financial technology team that has developed the AI backbone for many of the top financial institutions around the world, and is now developing the next generation of AI trading technology for today's financial markets, including digital currency. During d.ai.sy's Phase 1 crowdfunding window, every member who contributes $100 or more will receive stock equity in Endotech prior to the company going public. And it doesn't stop with equity. Every member also receives 70% of the profit rewards generated from the ongoing performance of Endotech's AI trading system. d.ai.sy's first crowdfunding phase has a limited placement of 500 million USDT into live trading for the purpose of testing and development, and has already exceeded 60 million in just the first 30 days of being live. And because d.ai.sy is a 100% peer-to-peer model, over 50 million USDT has been rewarded directly to the d.ai.sy members by the smart contract. d.ai.sy has been recognized as the most powerful community and crowdfunding model ever created, where every member can have profits, equity, and income, even if you never refer a single person. If you love the idea of benefiting from emerging financial technology companies, if you want to take advantage of the digital currency revolution, regardless of if the markets are up or down, and if you're open to diversifying your profits, equity, and income, we hope that you will accept our invitation to learn more and watch the next video. It could very well be the smartest 10-minute decision you have ever made.
Wow, that's fantastic, Jeremy. It's the first I've got to see the whole thing. That's awesome.
Isn't that cool? Nice sizzle video there for everybody. And you know, again, I want to just real quick, guys, show you this as well, update the community. But I mean, the Endotech performance has just been extraordinary. You can see here, guys, and of course, everyone can see this from your back office. But as of right now, in this moment, a total of 61 million plus dollars in contributions has now turned into 87, almost 88 million. Almost 29 million in profits generated from the AI trading 46.74% returns. And actually, this does not even include the withdrawal funds that have been withdrawn. So that number is actually higher. These reports will be updated here in the next couple hours. So it's just, incredible what's happening. I think everybody understands the power of this project that we have and what we have our hands on here. And guys, we really believe that providing a tool like the d.ai.sy app is going to just be the game changer. When you have a message this powerful that we have with d.ai.sy, you have a platform this powerful that we have with the smart contract and the entire model. The key to us going to the next level is providing every member around the world with a simple to use marketing tool where with literally a click of a button, you can begin to share d.ai.sy in the right way. People don't have to ask, what do I do? What do I send? How do I follow up? What do I post on social media? All of that has been taken care of, and it's now an automated process. As Patrick's going to show you guys today, the tracking component to this app is simply brilliant. When you send your friend, for example, a WhatsApp message or text message or whatever it is, Facebook Messenger, and it sends the video out and they click on that video to watch it, you're going to know that they've watched the video. You're going to get that information from inside of the app. You're going to know how to follow up with them the right way. It's going to really give you high-level intel to what's happening with each individual prospect that you're sharing d.ai.sy with. So many additional features. You guys are going to just love the information here today. And this is going to allow us just to really take duplication to the next level. As you guys know, we're right at 100,000 members in our first 30 days or so. And I believe that this d.ai.sy app is going to be the thing that unlocks and allows us to go from 100,000 members to 1 million members in record speed. It's going to provide that simple duplication that we're all looking for. Additionally, the app is going to be in all of the languages that we are currently promoting d.ai.sy in. I think there's 12 or 13 languages that we have our main video in. You're going to see those languages added as we move forward. Many of them are already in the app, so you can utilize the app in different languages right now today. The new videos that we're producing are being produced this week in those languages as well. So within the next few days or so, for example, that 3-minute video will be in all 13 languages, most likely within the next 7 days. We have an amazing rewards plan video that is being finalized also. So you'll be able to literally share with your prospects, or they can see on their own, as they go through the funnel, the actual breakdown of the smart contract bonus plan, rewards plan. And that's one of the tools that we're going to be launching also in the next few days. So guys, this is it. This is going to take things to the next level, combined with all the updates happening in the back office and the withdrawals going live and everything that we have right now. This is the moment to strike. This is the moment to take momentum to an entirely new level. And I believe this sort of completes the puzzle, if you will, of what we need as a community to be able to go out and massively duplicate and build d.ai.sy to the next level. So guys, Patrick Shaw is an incredible friend of mine, as well as Mike Pettit. We've known each other for over 20 years now. We've been in business together. We've been friends. Patrick was a very early mentor of mine that really started to teach me about the mindset and principles of money and duplication in this industry. He has gone on to create a brilliant technology platform and AI mechanism for marketing, and they have built the d.ai.sy app and platform for us. So guys, Patrick and Mike are going to take it over from here. They're going to show you the actual app and how the app works. So guys, congratulations. Thank you everyone for your patience. Welcome to the official d.ai.sy app. And Patrick, I'll throw it over to you, brother.
Fantastic. Mike, hold out for a minute. Although it looks awesome, they're going to get to see that. Let me share a few slides and set the stage with Jeremy here a little bit as well. So, yeah, let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay. So I just want to set the stage just a little bit for everybody, because your ability to really affect change in your business is going to be based on the number of times that the Daisy story gets told. It's that simple in building a business. And for you guys to have your own app in the App Store, and I'll tell you how to download it and all that stuff. So, give us just a little bit here and we'll set that up. But here's one of the biggest challenges that everybody in networking faces, right? We've got a lot of people who are part-time, they've got a full-time career. They need to get the story told and they need to be comfortable telling the story. And the fundamentals of the networking industry have not changed in 100 years, and they're not going to change in the next 100. The power of networking is it's authentic, it's person to person, it's relationship based. It's got to be simple, it has to be duplicatable. Ultimately, the story's got to get told. The challenge is, obviously, we live in this digital world today, right? And sometimes that messes up and confuses people on what exactly do I do. When somebody gets started in the business, they're not only saying, hey, do I believe in the product, the company, the people, the comp, all of that's important, but they're also saying, can I do this? Can I fit this into my life? And so what we're going to talk about is how do we bridge the gap between these fundamentals of the industry that are important and this digital world that exists. Now, I'll throw out real quick, one of my favorite books of all time is called The 4 Disciplines of Execution. And you building and helping others build a world-class business, these 4 disciplines apply. And number 1, everybody should have a wildly important goal. Number 2 is they should act on the lead measure. And in your business, the lead measure is going to be the quantity and the quality of the follow-up. If you can get the story told more often at a higher quality level, your team is going to win. It's that simple. It's the speed, especially with what you're doing, right? I read an article, Jeremy, the other day that said, and we actually built that question into the survey, and I was shocked by it, that 13%, now this was a US population, but we're talking about, globally, I wonder what this number is. But in the US, 13% of people said they were currently not investing in crypto and they planned on it this year. So it's just who gets to those 13% of the people the fastest. That's really what it boils down to. And number 3 is so if you act on the lead measure, then how do you keep a scorecard and how do you create a culture in your organization purely built around the lead measure, which is telling the story more often? And you're going to see all that is literally built into the platform. Here is traditional marketing approaches, right? And in the digital world. And this is great for the Kardashians, right? They got 10, 20 people that work for them, and they're creating all this digital content and they're pushing it out in what we call a one-to-many approach, right? They probably have surveys and capture pages and email campaigns, and they have all this stuff they're using, and they have a whole team to build it, and they spend tens of thousands of dollars a month making all these tools talk to each other. Literally, what we're talking about is instead of the digital marketer creating and paying for all these different platforms and then going on a one-to-many approach, this is your model. This is what the team has done on your behalf. Jeremy, they made substantial investments that all these tools are already built in and being built into the platform. So you download the app, your team downloads the app, and all of these tools are personalized to you as a user in Daisy. So now you have surveys, you have capture pages, you have videos, they're all trackable. You can see all your analytics. Everything's built in. Literally tens of thousands of dollars of content are all built in for you and personalized to you. And we're going to walk you through that process. But it's really extraordinary. And now your folks, they don't have to go pay for ClickFunnels at $300 a month and SurveyMonkey for another couple hundred, and then Constant Contact for, Mike, I told somebody the other day, I thought Constant Contact was like $50, and they're like, no, I pay like 140 or something a month. Right? And for them to have all of that pre-built, all trackable, And then the company or the organization, the team can look at the data and say, how can we improve things? How can we make it better for everybody in the field? Now, we call this authentic sharing technology. It is specifically built for what you guys do. We have the Authentic Sharing Manifesto, which simply says that we believe in AI and machine learning and data and complexity. These are all things that we do, but they're not more important than the authenticity and the speed and the habits and the behaviors of what you're trying to build in your business. So hopefully that makes some sense. I won't go through. There's going to be winners and losers in this whole process. But Mike, this is a good place for us to jump over now. And we're going to give some real examples here of exactly what you guys are going to see as you download the platform. So here's your homepage, the d.ai.sy app. Mike, it really came out. It looks fantastic. Every one of these buttons is active. Okay, so if you click on any one of these links, if I click on contacts, you can see that contacts exposed. Right there, it lists who the contacts are in the app. If I go back to the home button, you can see always on every page down there at the bottom center is the plus person with the little head. This is how you add contacts. You can click on that button, click on the import button in the top right-hand corner, and you can tap right into your phone's database. So if you look at the number 2, you see the number 2 in the top left-hand corner there. That 2 represents the number of total exposures made. And the number below it, 0 engaged, that's how many of the 2 people have actually engaged in content. So if Mike prospects me, I'm a unique person. He sent information to. Now, if I engage in the information, right, then that number changes. So these 2 numbers are critical for you to understand. And this is how you help your team. If somebody's struggling and they're like, hey, it's just not going very well, I don't think people get it, and it's the 28th of the month, and you look at their app and they've talked to a total of 2 people, after 28 days, you know exactly what the problem is, right? They're just not talking to anybody. This is a very simple story to tell, especially when you see the tools that you have access to. So you know what the 2 is and what the 0 is. If I click on stats as an example, it'll pull up all my personal stats in the app. Mike, can you pull it up?
Yeah, is it not showing?
No, it's not showing. The statistics aren't showing. Maybe it's just a stall or something.
Possibly. I'm going to hit contest real quick. Do you see that yet?
No, we've been stuck on, we're seeing the home screen the whole time.
Yep.
Interesting.
Just it's going to really slow us down. So, do you want to?
I'm going to do I'll pull it off the cord. Jeremy, what's the, I'm going to jump in off my phone. So I'm going to just dial back in. Hang on a second.
Yeah, do that. And we'll keep going through it. Obviously, we want to show the.
Might just turn your screen share off and back on. Maybe that'll do it.
Okay, hang on.
I think so. That should. Yeah, just come back in because you're seeing the change on the app. Obviously, it's just not translating.
Okay, you see the home screen now?
No, it's got a lag to it. It just says you started screen sharing.
Okay, let me just jump.
Did you log into Zoom through the phone, right?
Yeah. It's nothing. Hold on a second. I'm gonna just go.
Okay, all right, sounds good. So here's one of the things in the platform. Everything is going to be loaded in the platform. So we have surveys, email campaigns, the sizzle video that you just saw. All that's loaded into the platform, and so right directly from it, you're going to be able to share it via any social media platform. So Mike, how's it looking there?
Okay, Jeremy, can you make me a host?
It's showing your videos on your phone. So turn it off. So you're in, Mike.
Yeah, but I can't share screen because I'm on a.
All right, you should be good now, brother.
Okay, perfect.
And maybe turn your video off real quick, Mike. Just maybe bandwidth there. I don't know. There we go.
Just a second. I got it.
Okay. Fantastic. Okay, there we go. So now let's click on stats. If I click on statistics there, now we don't have any stats, but you're going to be able to see your engagement rate, resources open, email opt-ins, and email is going to be incredibly powerful. We'll talk a little bit about that back to the home screen. So every one of these buttons is active, okay? You're going to have contests, and you're going to see, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Don't need to go there yet, but literally, if we know that if we can increase the number of times a stories told, then we're going to increase productivity. Then the question becomes, well, what can I do to increase activity? Can I make this a game? Can I have some fun with it with my team to get the story told more often? So let's go to an actual exposure right now. And Mike is going to he's going to go to contacts right now. And you're going to see that he's got me in as a contact. Now there's 4 buttons down there: details, notes, reminders, and activity log. And he can just toggle back and forth and see what notes he has, what reminders he schedules, what activity log. Now, Mike has me right now as a score of a 0. I am a non-star prospect, but Mike has decided I actually have potential. I've got credibility and contacts. I'm excited about the crypto space. So he's going to change that 5-star rating, and he's going to make me a 5-star prospect right now, right? And you're going to see, maybe he'll only give me 3 stars. He made me a 5-star. Okay, so you're going to see my score just changed to 24. He made me a 4-star prospect. Now, 25% of this algorithm, that score of 24, 25% of that algorithm is how he rated me as a prospect. 75% of that score is based on what the prospect actually did. So when he starts sending me information, if I fill out a survey, if I watch a video, if I watch more than 90% of a video, I get bonus points. If I opt into an email campaign, if I opt out of an email campaign, I lose points. So there's an algorithm that's rating me as a prospect. If I do enough activity as a prospect, I'm going to become a hot prospect. We'll get to that in a little bit. But Mike's got me in the app now. Now he wants to make an exposure. So he's going to click the Send a Resource button. You can see that button right there on the main screen. Now we have under Opportunity. Now, again, I'll show you, before we do this, actually, Mike, let me pop down to the More button and show people how the language thing will work. Changing languages in the app itself. So you can go to the More button, you can go to Languages, and this will change the language that is in the app itself. Okay, so I'm sure some of you are listening to this translated. Well, your language will be available. Now, how we change the content in the app will be different. We'll get to that in a little bit. So let's go back to the exposure process, Mike. You've gone to me as a contact. You're going to share the opportunity with me. So he pulls up Patrick, goes to resources, clicks on peak interest. And we've got 3 really powerful tools here. Now, make sure I get this right, Jeremy. The 3-minute video is what people saw today. That is just the 3-minute video, and Mike can send that straight away to me. Or he can click on 3-minute video with text message. Let's do that one, Mike. 3-minute video with text message. 3 buttons pop up at the bottom. Click that on and off, Mike, so they can see. You see when he chooses that resource, it pulls up those 3 icons at the bottom. He can email me, he can text me, or he can send it to me on social media. Now, I do want to let everybody know on Android, it's not available. It should be up by tomorrow. We still had a few things to configure, so you should see that by tomorrow. But on Android, you won't see it today. You will on iPhone. So Mike, click on social. He's got the 3-minute video. He's going to send it to me via WhatsApp. Now, because my phone number is in the contact card, it automatically pulls it up on WhatsApp. So he's going to send me this pre-written message with the link. Patrick, Have you seen the equity crowd fund? Well worth 3 minutes to watch. I'm already waking up to profits from the AI technology. Now, this is a pre-written text. We can show you how to write your own text messages, but this is pre-written with the link. Now, if they click the link, click on the link, Mike, so everybody can see exactly what I would see as the prospect, and send that to me. Matter of fact, I've got my phone, so you send it to me, and then I respond. Absolutely.
And of course, guys, you can, like, for example, it had Patrick Shaw listed as the name there. You can, delete the name before you send the text, or you can say, hey, bro, what's up? Or, what you can always, depending on the prospect that you're talking to. But this pre-written text message was architectured to really create engagement and highlights. It's an attractive message that's going to get a lot of people to click that 3-minute video link.
Mike, go to your WhatsApp real quick, just so people can see exactly what that looks like. So when Mike sent it to me through WhatsApp, right? I said, absolutely. You can see how it's beautifully formatted. Now, if I click on that link, show them what they're going to see, Mike, the d.ai.sy app, then this is what I'm viewing. I'm watching the video framed inside of Mike's personalized page. Now, it says Joe Funnel at the bottom, but this is your name. It's your picture. It's your contact information. And this is all trackable for you. So if you took this link as an example, and you had some separate email list that you've been working on in some email delivery method that you wanted, you could literally take this link and send it to everyone generically. Just go to resources, send it out, and we have a page like this that has a contact form and they can fill it out, right? Or you could send the survey out that I'll show you in a minute, and you could send it out on social media. And when people fill out this survey, you get a push notification and they become a prospect. If they watch the video that you saw today, they watch this 3-minute video, now they're like, hey man, I'm going to check out the Daisy story in 10 minutes, right? I want to see what smart contract rewards are, and I want to see how to get started. It's all right there, built out in your personalized page, and all of this is trackable so you know what your prospects are doing. That's just crazy, right? So on my end, I start filling this out. So Mike, let's go back and let's take a different approach now. Now, we're not going to go to contacts. This time, we're going to go from the d.ai.sy app directly to resources. So Mike is not going to go to contact, because if he goes to contact and sends a resource, that resource is trackable back specifically. Mike can see what I do. But if he goes generically to resources, clicks on opportunity, goes to peak interest, goes to social survey, and he sends this via Facebook Messenger or Facebook General, or he sends it on whatever social platform you want to work on, right? And then he adds a note to it, and he says, hey guys, I'm doing some market research. Love to get your feedback. What do you know about what's going on in the crypto world? And he adds this to this social survey. Click on the social survey and let's pull it up, Mike. Now, this is a survey that is available to you guys. And now you create the pre-written text if you want to. And then you send it out on any social channel. Now let's slow down for a minute. Let's read this. Check out the top of it. It says, I have a quick favor. Would you be so kind to give the answers to this 1-minute survey? How long have you been involved in owning digital currency? And it asked them, I have not yet purchased any. Less than 1 year. Mike, as a matter of fact, go back really quickly for me and just go through the process of sending this survey to me directly, would you? Sure. And I'm going to get it and I'm going to fill it out really quickly because I want people to see what this process looks like. So he goes back to my contact. He sends this survey to me directly, and he's going to send it via WhatsApp, which is what he's been doing. And you can see the process here. It's very simple. I'm going to get this survey and I'm going to fill this survey out. And then the answers to the survey are going to show up inside. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Mike. Now, Mike, go back to the survey for me so we can read the questions while I fill out these answers. So check these out. What is your knowledge and approach to digital currency been? Buy and hold, actively trading, no real knowledge, starting to research it. Are you familiar with the fastest growing segment of digital currency called DeFi or decentralized finance? Yes or no? Which, if any of these terms, are you familiar with? And they check all the above, right? And then you go down, is your circle of friends, how often in your circle of friends, how often does a conversation of crypto and investing come up, right? And then, look, there's a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming that's built into this survey. So they start answering these questions. How valuable would that be to you if you had the answers to this survey, right? Now, it's asking me to fill this out. And as I fill this out, I tried to get away with not putting any information in here, but that doesn't work. It wants my phone number. I need to fill out some of the fields. Okay, so Mike, I just completed it. I filled out the survey. Mike goes back to my contact card, right? He opens up my contact. He goes down to activity log, and my answers to how I answered the survey are all right there, which gives you the upper hand. When you call back, you can relate. You can do feel, felt, found. Hey, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. And that's going to dictate what you send next to the prospect. So going back to the app, Mike, going back to resources, let's go to opportunity, present, and follow up. So Jeremy, talk about some of the follow-up, some of the present tools and some of the enroll tools that are available. Open those up, Mike.
Yeah, and real quick, can we pull that survey up real quick? I want to lead into this. I want to show you guys the last question on the survey. And I'll tell you where this survey is going to be really, really powerful, guys. And this survey will be uploaded officially in the next 24 hours. And where this is going to be a home run for the community is in social media sharing. To be able to post this survey on social media, and we have the perfect messaging for your Facebook message and everything that will attract people to this. But it leads them into the last question. If I send you a 3-minute video about an equity crowdfunding project that is backing the most advanced financial technology projects in the market and that rewards every contributor with digital currency profits, stock equity, and ongoing income, will you take 3 minutes to watch it? And in this survey, guys, we ask questions about equity crowdfunding. Have they heard of equity crowdfunding? We're building up this interest. And then they come to the end and they say, yes, I will watch this 3-minute video if you send it to me. And this is literally a lead gen. This is literally, people from your social media reach that are going to fill out this survey. They're attracted to the digital currency space. They're engaging in this survey. And then they're raising their hand saying, yes, send me the 3-minute video. So now we go into this whole follow-up approach. And it's really simple. It's a 3-minute video followed by the 10-minute video, right? What does the 3-minute video do? It paints the picture, right? It gets them interested. In fact, the final line of the 3-minute video invites them to watch the next 10-minute video. So the 3-minute video then goes into the 10-minute video that you can see is pulled up here on the screen. And now they get to really hear the story of Endotech, of Daisy, the technology behind it. They get the full story from a customer perspective of what the value of Daisy is. And then, of course, that person who says, I want to know more about how the referral program works, they click on the smart contract rewards, or you can send that directly from the app as well. You can follow up and send any of these videos directly. We have a unbelievable video that's being produced. This is a temporary video right now for the rewards plan, but we have an amazing video that's being produced right now that is literally going to give the entire full understanding in an easy, simple way for anyone to watch and get excited about our referral plan. It's absolutely brilliant wording and the visuals. And then, of course, the how to get started. We know that in the Daisy project, it's, there's a little bit of steps there. They got to download the TronLink app. They've got to, get Bitcoin and convert it, right? And there's some steps there. And this video, thank you, Avinash, for putting this video together. This is a how to get started video that tells them, and it even takes them through the steps. They can click step 1 and it automatically copies your referral link. It literally copies your Daisy referral link. They can click step 2 and it'll take them directly to the TronLink page where they can download the TronLink app on Android or on iOS. So literally, even the getting started process, there's a video that explains it, and then step by step, they simply follow those steps of how to get started, download the app, etc. So it's keeping it very simple. 3-minute video, 10-minute video for those that are interested in the referral plan, compensation plan video, and then how to get started. What I love too about the model is, let's say somebody gets the 3-minute video, they have their own ability. They can go as far as they want, as fast as they want. So some people are going to come in and they're going to watch all the videos, and you're going to know that. You're going to know that your friend John, not only did he watch the 3-minute video, but he watched the 10-minute video, he watched the bonus plan video, and he's interested in getting started. You're going to have all of that information inside of your app for every single prospect. You're going to see what action steps they've taken, how far through the funnel has gone. What I also love about that is, let's say someone only watches the 3-minute video. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they didn't have time to watch the 10-minute video. You can follow up so simply with them and say, hey, I saw that you watched the 3-minute video. Would love to send you more information with our 10-minute video. I'll shoot it over to you now. And you can shoot them that second video. And the moment they click to watch the second video, you're also notified. You also can track that. And you can continue to follow up with that prospect based on how far they've gone through the funnel. So very, very powerful, simple process. 3-minute video, 10-minute video, comp plan video, how to get started.
That's awesome. Jeremy, the very first company, when we launched surveys with I assure you, a product that doesn't have nearly the excitement, we had an individual leader who his team sent out these surveys, and in a 2-week period of time, his team sent out 15,000 surveys, 12,000 of them were clicked on, and it generated 8,000 links. Now, I think you guys will crush this number in the first couple days, right? Or first day. I mean, maybe today. But here's the point, is 15,000 total surveys were sent, and it generated 8,000 prospects. When you send this via survey, every time a prospect fills it out, you're going to get a push notification to the app that tells you you have a new prospect. The answers to the survey are going to go into the app, and now you can follow up with the 3-minute survey that's built into the platform. It's just a crazy simple process. Of course, from your back office, you can log in and let's show them labels real quick, Mike. So if we go to me as a prospect, Mike has prospected me, and he wants to create a label. And what he knows about me is that I am in the financial world, the traditional financial world, the stock world. Okay. And so Mike goes in and he creates a label for me personally. So Mike, go under add label. There you were, add label. and add new and whatever. I'm in the traditional financial world, right? Now from his back office, logging in just like he would, same username and password, he can email everybody that's in the traditional financial world. And literally it'll autofill my name and say, hey, Patrick, this is Mike. I was thinking about you because you've been in the traditional financial markets for so long. I came across this article, thought you would appreciate it. Now it feels incredibly personal, but Mike might have 100 people in the traditional financial market. Is everybody following me there? Right now, listen, in the chat window, can they chat?
No, we have the chats turned off.
Okay, all right. Because I love for Jeremy, because I know the reaction right now. People are starting to get it a little bit. You're starting to realize how simple it's going to be to really just explode your recruiting, the number of times this story gets told. So let's tell you how to download the app right now. Anything else, Jeremy, you want to hit on? Obviously, this is very high level. There are so many features built into the platform. We should mention coaching. Have we loaded any type of coaching videos yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so I will let people know. You click the More button in the bottom right-hand corner. Click the More button in the app. You see coaching right there. There will be coaching content that will show up here. There is some rapid funnel app training that is already built in here. If you want to see how do I send a resource, add a contact, view your activity log, you have short training videos in here on all of that. You'll get more stuff as we go along on the Daisy front, which will be important. Click on contest, Mike, so folks can see that. There are leaderboards, and there are going to be some incredible, and there already are. I know I saw some content. If I click on contest details, get 20 unique engagement points in May and be entered into a drawing to win a 5-day trip, all expenses paid to Dubai for 2. Right? That makes me want to, man, that's pretty sweet.
that's one of the best prizes I've seen.
That's rich right there. Now there will be other contests.
Show them the leaderboard contest. It gets even better.
Right, and they're going to be everybody as soon as they hit 20, and literally by the end of the day, this board is going to be filled up with people that as soon as I let you know how to download the app. Right. It's just that simple. Is there any other contest, or that's the one we're starting with?
Yeah. There's a second contest there. That's
so
for
scroll over, Mike.
The top three people. There's a separate contest for those that are really going for it.
All you guys got to do is scroll right or left. If there's any other contest, here's the second contest. The top 3 will win a trip to Dubai for 2. Now, this is a guaranteed trip. Just be in the top 3. And guys know this. It is very hard to game this because you need a unique prospect with an accurate email address or phone number. You need to send them content, resources. They need to click on those resources. Is it possible to game it? Yes. If you game it, we can tell. So don't play any games with it. Make it real exposures. There is some serious money on the line, but you got to make real exposures. Hard to game, but it is possible if you really thought through it, but we can identify it. Okay. So just make sure you're playing the game right. And the top 3 people are going to win, right? This contest, which is incredible. So there's a lottery on anybody that does at least 20. So everybody can play, no excuses. There's a contest for the top 3, and there's leaderboards. Now, Mike, if I go to this leaderboard and I hit the brag button, and you've got a team Facebook page, and this is where you are working with the people that are builders, you hit that brag button, and it's going to show the leaderboard. And maybe you're in 5th place, and you give a shout out to the top 3 people, and you say, hey, I'm coming. This is how you create a culture, a cadence of accountability in your organization. This is how you get the entire team focused on telling the story more often and at a higher quality. This becomes a game changer. Now, some of you are biting at the bit to say, hey, how do I get started? What is the cost? So let's talk about that. Mike, let me pull up my screen real quick, because the best way to do this is go to the web page. So I'm going to pull up my screen here, and you can go to the web page, which is It's just Daisy app. It's thedaisyApp.com. So if you just type in thedaisyApp.com, right, then you're going to come to this page. And you can see there's chat there for support. If you need any help at all, that operates 24/7. They will be a little overwhelmed by this launch call, so don't expect anything immediately back. You know, when we have these launches, especially this size of launch, they're not going to get back to you immediately there. There's about 7 people operating those lines. So, but here's your Daisy app, and you can get started right here. There's a bunch of details on this page, and this is how the pricing structure works, okay? It's very simple. And keep in mind, if you were to go out and you were to pay for Constant Contact and SurveyMonkey and all these things that you have built into the platform, you would be out of pocket hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Jeremy and the team have offset the cost. They've invested a tremendous amount of money to make sure all this gets built out and continue to do so with video build outs and all the content that you're going to need to succeed. So there's a $1 14-day trial of the platform. And then it's $19.95 a month with zero contract tied to it. Okay. So it's all month to month. Very simple format, very executable for every brand new person. Get them in the app, get them making exposures. And obviously they're going to have success in their first 2 weeks alone. What am I missing there, Jeremy?
No, that's strong. And we wanted to just keep the price at the minimum. When we talked to Patrick, said, what is the lowest that you guys are able to support and market this technology for and provide all the bells and whistles that we need. And instead of marking that price up and attempting to create additional profit margins, et cetera, we said, let's go with that bare minimum cost of $19.95. And guys, that covers literally everything. I mean, you're getting the entire package, bells and whistles for that. And so there's many platforms that do 50% of what this does that are $30, $40, $50 a month. Or as Patrick said, if you put all these pieces together, hundreds of dollars a month. So we wanted to just keep that as reasonable as possible. So that, that we can sustain that and support it with customer service and all the things that Patrick and his team provides, but also keep it at a fair price point for the community. So I love that, Patrick. Thank you for that.
And if they want to go directly to the App Store, I don't see any reason. The team told me to make sure to send this page, but I don't think there's any reason you can't just go to the App Store. Type in Daisy, make sure it's AI, d.ai.sy, Daisy app. And that's another benefit that you guys have that frankly is rare. And the team made a substantial investment for that so that you guys have your own app. Go type in Daisy app. You'll see it. The first thing that will pop up, it will ask for a group code. And the group code is Daisy, all lowercase, no spaces. Just type in Daisy, and that will give you access. I think the website's better.
Even remove the group code. I don't even think that's even a requirement now. Maybe it is. And then the only reason they needed to go to the registration page is they do have to set up an account, right? So they have to have an actual account set up to be able to access the app. I believe, Patrick. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Yeah. No, they'll have to set up that account now. Listen, I know there's a lot of people going about this different ways. Here's the only thing I would suggest to you is the content is still coming from you personally, whether your name is Joe, Sally, or you have any other kind of personal name you've made up. What I wouldn't put in there is maybe some very structured company name or something that doesn't make sense, because very often the way we send content, it'll say, hey, Jeremy, this is Patrick. So it'll say, hey, Jeremy, this is whatever you put in as first, last name. Just be aware of that. So however you want to orchestrate it is fine. Just be aware that's how it's going to work.
Hey, Patrick, yeah. One thing too, just for everybody out there, I mean, this is also a massive recruiting language story, meaning that when you're out there talking to people, share with them this technology that they can do this part-time. They can be at work, take a lunch break for 15 minutes, add a few people in the app, send some videos, track it. It is attracting to people because what do they always say? I don't have time. I don't like to sell. I don't know how to sell. And that is taking away those excuses and taking away those points that people will make to you. So just keep that in mind to sell the system on top of your technology.
And I got it. So thanks, Mike. And the team did say, if the account is created at the link, the d.ai.sy.com, you won't have to put in the group code at all. Yep. All right. And guys, it's just the beginning. The team is working. Your team is working with new videos and content. We're going to see what these ratios are. The surveys can be improved all the time. The email campaign, which I haven't even gotten to, let's pull it up real quick, Mike. I should mention this. If you have somebody, and I use my own personal story there in terms of crypto, Jeremy, is I was always intrigued by the crypto. I think I'm like a lot of people. I was always intrigued by the market, but and I've been in it for a long time. But frankly, I did, back when I got started, I didn't, and this is where a lot of people are. They just don't know what steps to take. They hear about it. It's that 13% of people that said, I'm going to do it this year. But you know what? I bet you if you did a second poll and said, what stopped you? The majority of that 13% simply say, well, I don't really know what to do. I don't know where to start. I've heard of these platforms or things. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to trade. I don't have the time. All those problems you can resolve for them. But maybe when you send them the information, the timing's not right. The person is right, but it's not the right time. What should you do with those people? You should put them into an email campaign. You can see what these opportunity campaigns say. So if I put a prospect in as a contact, one of the first things that will pop up is say, do you want to put them into a campaign? Now, if I were you, I would probably say no, and then go the normal approach, survey, sizzle video, etc. But if a week or two goes by and that person's not ready to pull the trigger, then I would put them into an email campaign. I would text or WhatsApp them or whatever and say, hey, let's stay in touch. It seems like the timing's not perfect. I'll stay in touch with you via email. Will that work? They say yes. You put them in a campaign and you email them back. You text them back or WhatsApp them back and say, hey, I just sent you an email. Will you check it? I want to make sure I got it correct. And Mike, click on the opt-in email and let's take a look at what it says. So don't put people in here without having a conversation with them. So if I go click on that, it says, hey, thanks for the opportunity to keep you in the loop. Can you please click here to confirm your email and then I'll send you the info, right? It's very simple, but you should communicate with them. Now, this campaign is not going to be 7 days long. It literally will be 700 days long. It will always be very short emails, okay? This is important because it's not long copy. It's not big branding. These are very short, and they're going to be sometimes just an article about what's happening in the world of DeFi or crypto, a third-party article where you're just keeping them informed. And when they're ready, they're going to click on it. They're going to read it. You're going to know the minute they started reading it or they clicked on that link, you're going to know. And it gives you a chance to follow up with them because you got a push notification or they became a hot prospect because they didn't click on one of the emails you sent. They clicked on 5 of them in a row and boom, all of a sudden, one of our best partnerships in Latin America, I prospected the guy for 6 months, right? 6 months before. And then we both forgot to talk to each other. And then one day I saw he looked at 13 different resources. I thought the app was broken. I'm like, no, something's got to be wrong. He didn't look at 13 things in one day, but he did. And I followed up with him on WhatsApp. And he goes, hey, man, I've been meaning to reach out. No kidding. That's what's going to happen when you have 500 people in an email campaign, and that email is 700 days long. So last thing here is let's jump to personal resources, Mike. I want to show them how this works. If we go to the app, your app, and you click on resources, you see up top where it says company and personal, Under company, these are all the resources that are provided by Daisy. Under personal, these are resources you can create. How do you create a link in personal? Well, Mike, show them how this works. Mike's going to go to some page on his Google app, right? On his on a Google search. And let's say he goes, looks up something about Elon Musk and cryptocurrency. Here it is, great article. I want people to see this, to understand this is the future, right? Despite what some folks may believe, I believe it's the future. It's what we're all going to be doing. I go to this article. Now I click on share. I just go to the article like I always would. I'd share it with somebody. But now I don't have to go find it every time, and it's trackable for me. So I simply go to share. I pull up the Rapid Funnel, the Daisy app, right? Is it showing up there?
No, I'm in a test account, so it might not be popping
up.
Oh,
okay.
But it would pop up right here under my apps, right here.
The Daisy app would pop up right here. Can you go to Rapid Funnel just to show it, or is it not? It's not showing either, Mike.
Yeah, it would take me a little time.
Okay, all right. Here's what would happen though. You would click on the Daisy app.
There it is.
Let us know if there's anything we need to add there. You should be able to go to Rapid Funnel and see.
Okay, yep.
Okay, there we go. That's what's going to happen for you guys. Maybe it's something we need to fix and turn on your app, but this is what will happen. You can change the title. You can change the description. The link is right there. It is now a trackable link. So when you send it, and you can pick the category. So in this case, I'd pick finance. I would put it under finance. And now when Mike goes back to resources and personal, that will show up right in your Daisy app. Now, of course, it won't work here because we didn't load it there, but it would show up under finance, and that link would be trackable, just like this professional link he has right there. I hope that makes some sense, right? And it allows you to create a lot of content with pre-written text messages. You can also, some of you won't follow this, but you can take a link from the company supplied resources, move it to personal, write your own pre-written text, and that is trackable as well. If you say, hey, I don't like how they wrote this pre-written message, I want to personalize that, you can do it with a trackable link from the resources that Daisy has provided. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, not all of it. They just got to get in there and get busy, Jeremy. But I think we've covered plenty to see some pretty incredible numbers showing up on these leaderboards pretty quickly, brother.
I love it. So folks, you guys can go to thedaisyapp.com and set up your account there and download the app. Patrick, I think you were also saying they can go directly to the App Store, d.ai.sy, and you can download the app from the App Store directly. And when you do that, it'll say, what is your group code? And you'll put the group code Daisy in for the group code. I believe the group code is just d.ai.sy, right? No dots in the group code. So group code is Daisy, d.a.s.i.s.y. But the easiest path is definitely just going directly to the daisyapp.com, set up your account, and then download the app. And guys, we're off to the races. And I'm just telling you, that pre-written text, that 3-minute video with the pre-written text, take action today. I mean, literally go out there and take action today. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but on that leadership contest, so the top 3 qualifiers are going to not only get a trip for 2, all expenses paid to Dubai, first place, second place, and third place. What does that mean? First place, second place, and third place? It means you have the most unique exposures that have engaged in the funnel, right? And so, if one person, sends this out and has 500 people click the link, go through the funnel, right? That means you're doing really well.
And so, Jeremy, real quick, if I put 500 prospects in the app and I don't send them anything, how many points am I going to have on the leaderboard?
Zero.
It's a goose egg. We don't care how many app contacts you put in. You got to send them something, and they've got to engage. So don't think it does any good to put 1,000 names in and sit there and do all that. Just put 10 in and make 10 exposures. Yeah, sorry, I interrupted, Jeremy.
No, I love it. No, it's awesome. And so for the first place winners, not only do you get the trip for two, but $10,000 to spend while you're in Dubai. And for second place and third place, $5,000 cash to spend while you're in Dubai. And this contest runs till the end of June. So there's two contests. There's a contest for everyone. Simply get 20 unique engagements. Means you send the link out to 20 or more people who watched the video. And you do that by the end of this month. There's going to be a drawing, and one person's going to win that drawing, and there's going to be a recognition board. So every single person who does that, who reaches 20, you're going to be recognized, in my opinion, as the leaders, as the ones who are setting the pace in the organization, and you're going to be recognized on the leaderboard. The second contest is for those that say, I want to go for it. I want to be the top person, one of the top players in this thing. I'm going to go crazy with this. And for first place, second place, and third place, you win the trip for two to Dubai, all expenses paid, plus $10,000 spending money for first place, $5,000 and $5,000 for second and third place. So we're going to wrap that trip around. We're going to give you the option of taking advantage of that trip during one of our leadership events in Dubai, or you can take that vacation with you and your family on your own. It's entirely up to you. But we've got some really special stuff that we're going to be doing in Dubai as well, with some leadership events and some VIP fly-ins and things like that. So guys, that's the first contest, and we'll come up with some really cool contests month to month that will be exciting for the community.
Awesome. It's great stuff, man. I'm excited to see these numbers. It's going to be pretty epic. And I think the results will be too. So you guys share those with each other. You know, if we have any kind of, as you get things started, we've got support. So it's available to you. You can go to the app as well, the more button, click on support there and create a ticket if you have any particular problem. I know we found a bug this morning that was a pixel issue specifically, but you know, it's a brand new app, so we shouldn't have any issues there, but things will come up. So make sure to reach out to us. And then get on your team and your group chats and let people know where you stand on that leaderboard. Have some fun with that. Share that screenshot with each other in terms of where you stand on that leaderboard, and have some fun. Jeremy, we'll provide other training right in the group coaching section as things move along, but I think we're off to a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you, Patrick, Mike. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
All right. We'll see everybody soon. Thanks, brother.